Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of MaxyG Whiskey Review. I'm MaxyG. Right here we have a bunch of Jack Daniels. In this bottle we have the Jack Daniels Gentleman Jack. In this bottle we have the Jack Daniels Single Barrel Select. This one we have the Jack Daniels Gold, number 27. And this bottle we have the Jack Daniels number 7. The good old number 7, and a nice decanter. We'll talk about that one a little bit later. So right here, I'm going to start with the Gentleman Jack. The Gentleman Jack is mellowed, and it's filtered through the charcoal process twice. We're going to try this one first. Let's dive in. So, I'm going to do a nice little smell. You can smell the vanilla right off the bat. It's really mellow, I mean, hence the mellow process that everything goes through. It's real nice. So I do get some vanilla, some caramel. It's really smooth on the back end. If you're new to this, it's when you swallow it, it doesn't have that bite that the old number 7 would typically have. Really smooth, goes great if you're sipping it, or if you want to mix it with some Coke, that's fine too. Not your everyday sipper, but it's really good though. You can sip it, mix it with Coke, either way. I'm gonna move on to the Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Select. Now this one is chosen by the master distiller. It's chosen. It's a specific one that he goes around tasting, and it's like, oh, this one's the best, and we're going to bottle this one. They make maybe a few hundred bottles out of one barrel, and this is one of them. So this comes from barrel number 20-03944, bottled on 7/20/20. And there's typically a Rick number here, Rick number 15. Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Select, 47% alcohol, ABV. And we're going to dive into this one here. A lot sweeter than the Gentleman Jack. You definitely get a nice sweet punch of that vanilla and caramel. It really comes out a lot more brighter on this one. Very good nosing. It's very crisp and clean, it seems like, more so than the Gentleman Jack. This one makes you want to smell it all day. It's really nice. I'm going in for the tasting on this one. Oh, yeah, just like the nosing, you get a lot more of that caramel and that vanilla that comes through. It's really nice. Has a little bit more bite at the back end compared to the Gentleman Jack. I think because the slightly higher ABV it might be. I'm not sure exactly, but it's good. It's really good. I like it. I actually recommend this one for a sipping whiskey. Really nice. I wouldn't say it's as smooth as a Gentleman Jack, but it's right there. A lot of that vanilla, those vanilla notes just come through. So, moving on. So this bottle here is the number 27 Jack Daniel's Gold. Used to be only available in the travelers market. So if you're traveling, the airport, whatever, this is the only place it'd be available. I could be wrong. Leave it in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and like. But back to this bottle here. We found this at our local liquor store in a glass case. Really nice looking bottle. A lot more nicer than your typical bottles of Jack Daniels, the old number 7 bottles. But pretty much the same concept. Got the square bottle. Easier for shipping. Ship a lot more at once. Save for shipping, the whole nine. I like that it has the special design of the gold medal on there, and it's a beautiful bottle. Don't let that be the reason why you buy it, but we're gonna go ahead and dive into this one now. Let's go for the nose. I would say it's I want to say it's in between, like the nosing's in between the Gentleman Jack and the single barrel. It's really light and crisp, and again those different notes come through of the you almost get like not just the vanilla and the standard stuff. You get maybe almost like a little bit of nutmeg. It smells like. Can't really tear that one apart. Berries. It's a lot. It's very similar to a single barrel in terms of sweetness coming through on the nose. It could be the maple casks that it's in when it's maturing. It's probably exactly what it is. All right, going in for the tasting. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, the vanilla, caramel, that maple hits your palate really nicely. There is that maple that comes through. It's not overpowering, but it's there. Compared to the other lineups of Jack Daniels, that maple is really nice. It's really it smooths out the end there right when you swallow it. That's so this bottle actually comes in. I don't know if anybody knows. It comes in around $100, maybe $110 depending where you get it at. Is it an everyday sipper? For the price, not every day. More like a special occasion. Maybe buy this for Christmas, a birthday, or something. But if I were to go back to the everyday sipper, I would recommend the single barrel still to this point. So very good, nice, smooth. I'd say it's as smooth as the Gentleman Jack. So I would only recommend this for special occasions. If you're a wife out there or a girlfriend wants to buy this for your boyfriend or husband, or even if you want to buy it for your grandpa, special occasions. So we're going to move on. I wanted to talk about this decanter. So this decanter, it says Jack Daniel's Old Number 7 on it. We bought this for fun. We put the Old Number 7 in here, the Jack Daniel's Old Number 7. We put that in here. I think it filled up just a little bit less than halfway. And I don't know if it's just me or what, but I tasted the old number seven before, and it was kind of harsh. It gave you that punch, and I'm sure a lot of you can relate. It you definitely don't want to take shots of Jack, maybe unless you're in college or something, but you definitely, when you get older, you don't want to just take shots of the old number seven Jack Daniels. It's got a kick to it, pretty heavy kick. Once we put it in here, just for fun, for a show, my wife, she gave me a blind taste test, if you will, and she said, "What is it?" I thought it was the gold. I swear I thought it was the gold. It was so smooth, and I don't know if it's because I've been developing my palate slowly for the past couple months or whatever, but it was so smooth, and the taste of it was awesome. So I'm just gonna dive into this one now instead of jabbering on, but that's why it's in that specific decanter, not the old number seven bottle. So we're gonna go into the nosing. It noses like a gentleman Jack, and it almost has a slight sweetness to it that comes through. Just a curve of sweetness, in terms of the nosing. It's not as harsh as if you were to open up a brand new bottle of Jack Daniel's Old Number Seven and just smell it right when you open it. It doesn't have that harsh kick to it on your nose, the alcohol. So again, this isn't going to be an exact nosing and a tasting of Jack Daniel's Old Number Seven. It's going to be a nosing and a tasting of a Jack Daniel's Old Number Seven in this decanter. Post in the comments below if you think it makes a difference, or if it does, or if it doesn't, if it's exposed to a certain amount of air for a certain amount of time, or whatever the case may be, or if it's just me going in for the taste. Okay, so on the front of my tongue, you get that alcoholic, kind of like a burn on the front tip of your tongue only. And when you're swishing around your mouth, you get that heavy caramel, the heavy note of caramel in there. Slight hint of vanilla, per the other ones. But again, it's smooth on the back end. When before, say you are taking a straight shot of Old Number Seven, right out of the bottle, brand new bottle, you're with your buddies. I remember that, and I remember it being like, it burnt all the way the front of your tongue, middle of your tongue, back of your tongue, your throat, down to your chest. I don't get that for some reason in this particular decanter with this particular Jack Daniel's Number Seven. It blows my mind. Can somebody please tell me if I'm going crazy? So, in terms of let's take this one out of the picture. Let's take the Old Number Seven out of the picture, because this one's obviously doing some weird stuff to me up here and with my palate. So, in terms of what's a good everyday sipper, Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Select. Price range wise, it's around $45, $45 depending where you get it. It's a nice sipper. It's crisp, it's aromatic, it doesn't have that heavy alcohol punch. It's actually fairly nice in terms of sipping. Don't mix this one with Coke. Do not do that. If you want to mix anything with Coke, do the Jack Daniel's Gentleman. Mix it with Coke if you really want to. Again, it's not a bad sipper, but I wouldn't recommend it as a sipper. Um, this falls around $30. If you want a sipping Jack Daniels, spend the extra $10-15 on this one. You won't go wrong. Again, Gentleman Jack, don't get me wrong, it's smooth. It has that traditional Jack Daniels taste. But in terms of all that flavor that you get, or that you don't get, you get more of that flavor in the single barrel. But again, gold, special occasions. So that is the end of MaxyG's whiskey review. Join me for the next episode. I'll be reviewing Jack Daniels, the old number 7 from the original bottle by itself. I'll give you a true review on that. Coming to you next. Don't forget to like and subscribe. MaxyG out.